It's Thursday night, it's October, it's the Eskilstuna Stadium, it's Women's Champions League time once again. And a decent crowd in order for the second leg, as Eskilstuna of Sweden won last week in their home ground. Glasgow City have got to do a second leg job like they have done on a couple of three occasions in recent years. It was a difficult last 32 tie last year against Chelsea, but this is a real sense, a real feeling that City could well do this tonight against a side who have good attacking threat in Eskilstuna, but maybe one or two pockets could be picked in defence. The big names for the big game for Glasgow City, just the one change from last Thursday. They made a few changes at the weekend in their win against Forfar. One of those coming in was Sarah Crilly, and she does replace Hayley Rosen for this leg compared to last Thursday. Crilly's pace may well cause problems for Eskilstuna, but plenty of Champions League experience from the likes of Lauren McMurtry and Cheryl McCulloch on the bench. Potentially, if they score a couple of goals, they may well be needed to shore things up. The officiating team is led by Stephanie Frappart, French referee who has a bit of history with Glasgow City. Showed Nikki Doherty 2 yellow cards in the first leg against Zurich in the last 16 in 2014. Doherty was sent off, so let's hope nothing of that happens tonight. For Eskilstuna, head coach Victor Eriksson has brought in Chloe Lagarzo, who scored at the weekend in a 2-0 draw against Petia in a fighting comeback. They were 2-0 down. Mimi Larson, with all her goals, scored last week, 11 in the league. She could well cause problems again, and Louise Kinn, the Irish player, captains the side. And we are off and underway at the Excelsior Stadium. Glasgow City looking for another big night in the Women's Champions League. It is the away side with Annika Svensson. And the ball back to Emil Lundberg, who's 1 or 2 saves. Nothing of major substance, but City did have their half chances at the Tunavallen Stadium last week. And already Skog maybe didn't get quite to full stride last week, but taking on the City defence and a little ricochet and through to Jennifer. A bright start for the away side for Olivia Skog. Carthy's got some defending to do against Larson. Doherty is around. Half cleared. Here's Annika Svensson. Diaz Svensson behind Doherty. And that's in. That's a big away goal. And Olivia Skog, who was quiet last week, has delivered. And it's the horror start inside 7 minutes. And it all started about 20 seconds before the goal went in. Larson initially almost in behind. Doherty almost got it away. Or she got it partially away anyway. But then in behind for the cross. And that is an easy near post finish for the opener. Cuthbert's turn to drive on. Cuthbert to curl in, and it was always going that little bit wide, wasn't it? Just wasn't quite curling enough in. But they're looking for that little spark of magic to get one goal back in the tie in this second leg. Closest probably City have come in the opening 28 minutes. And Cuthbert, the top goal scorer with 18 in all competitions. Skog for Larson. Joe Love wasn't letting that happen. Here's Brown. Love sense a little bit of space. She'll get it back fortuitously. It's a Joe Love rocket time, not quite. It was always going itself wide. I think we've been building that up for a long range of the last 2 or 3 games. Might well be needed later. Now Crilly. Scored 1 or 2 big Champions League goals herself in the past. Finds Doherty. Here's Claire Shine, and she hasn't quite clicked into full gear the second half of the season. Maybe not quite scored the goals as she has done last campaign. She scored a hat-trick a couple of weeks ago, but that was a big moment. City needed at least 3 in the second half and a mountain to climb.
And Claire Shine is ready to get the second half underway here at the Excelsior. Can there be a big second half? There's an excellent crowd in here tonight, plenty making their noise. Now here's Brown down the channel. Her cross blocked. Back with Doherty, has the time. Here's Crilly! And maybe here is the hope, the hallmark of 2014. Sarah Crilly with her first Champions League goal in 3 years at the same stage, the 32 against Liège in 2013. And what a time to score it. 30 odd seconds into the second half. City have their goal. And now here's Brown down the channel again. It's Shine! Oh, it's a decent header, but from way out in the box. Pretty comfortable in the end for the keeper. And you can see the anguish on Fiona Brown's face. And now Mimi Larson's picked up. And there may well be 1 or 2 spaces that will open up for Eskilstuna, which City will have to defend here. Larson's taking on McCarthy. Oh, this is dangerous. Cuthbert has slipped in the middle. Comes for Diaz. Oh, it's off Faye. And Skuga's going to follow up, isn't she? She has for number 2 for Eskilstuna. And that may well extinguish the tie for Glasgow City. Olivia Skuga has got her second. And that may well be curtains. There was an unfortunate slip by Cuthbert, but no one could get it away in orange in the box. You could always see Diaz was trying to place it. Faye just couldn't parry it away far enough in the middle of all the bodies that were in the box. And there was Skuga to finish off, and that may well be job done for the Swedish side.
Shine. Lauder. And maybe summing up as the time dwindles away. The hopes dwindle away. Brown. Leon Ross. I don't know if it's really the night if you want to break this goal scoring record. I will say, personally, a great thing to do, but time running out. Be a big task to get a couple more straight after. In towards Skuga. Ross away for Shine. Using her head well. Away from Frida Svensson, Claire Shine. Still going, trying to get it in. Bjorn had a couple of goes at it, but they do have a corner one end to the other. Run was very similar to a burst that she had against Hibs in the Scottish Cup final last year. They might not win the tie, but they can at least try and get themselves back level on the night. Ross for Shine. Ross once more for Brown. It's Cuthbert! And not quite a Champions League goal for Erin Cuthbert. I think, well, Erin Cuthbert, she told me that last week, about 5 minutes ago, she was looking forward to full time purely because the cramp was kicking in. And we're about 5 minutes now from full time. And I think it just shows again the big shift she's put in. And, well, it's a nice moment for Brogan Hay, who's played a lot, especially in the first half of the season. Talented young player in the academy for City, and she has scored 6 goals in all competitions. And Cuthbert, I think, a well-deserved rest. Barsley just keeping it tucked down there. It's over. And Glasgow City once again for the second season in a row bow out to the last 32. And they gave it a good go tonight, but a couple of goals of similar fashion. One last week at the Tuna Stadium from Mimi Larsson, a very similar from Olivia Skog in the opening stages. Put Eskilstuna 2 in front. It was a big comeback job that was going to be required, like that of 2014 against Medic Conan and FC Zurich front. Sarah Clearly gave the home side hope in the first 30 seconds of the second period with a great little neat finish. But Skugat capitalised on a strike which was parried by Faye, but not enough. Skug finished it off, and that really was the damage done. Eskilstuna's first campaign, but definitely plenty of quality in their side. And they may well have a right good go at this competition because they won't be back in it next season due to their current league position. So the end of the road for another season for City in Europe. It is Cup semi-final on Sunday. They'll need to turn themselves around for the game. It's Glasgow Girls. Hopefully we'll see you there at the game at Ainsley Park in Edinburgh, home of Spartans. But from this one, it is City who say goodbye for another season in Europe. Final score here: Glasgow City 1, Eskilstuna United 2, and the Wayside win 3-1 on aggregate.